What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weekly Weird News.
Yeah, so this past Wednesday, November 11th, was Veterans Day here in the United States of America. Love it or leave it. That's the national holiday where we honor the service of our fellow Americans who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. And because of our most recent wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, we currently have a lot of veterans in this country who, despite having a national holiday dedicated to them, aren't doing so great, whether it's due to disabilities, post-traumatic stress disorder, unemployment, or a whole slew of other potential problems.
Yeah, for years, veterans and non-veterans have been calling on the U.S. government to do a better job of honoring their service by fixing the Department of Veterans Affairs and actually providing reliable benefits instead of just basically saying, thank you for your service, now fuck off, okay, bye, it's Thursday now. But in the meantime, parts of the private sector have stepped in to help out veterans in their own way.
For example, Starbucks just announced that they'd be providing a whole slew of new benefits for employees who served in the U.S. Armed Forces, including free 4-year college for their spouse or child through Arizona State University's online curriculum, which is great. But Starbucks is a huge multi-billion-dollar company. What can your normal average Joes and Jills like us do to help the vets?
Well, if you're anything like this woman, Jenny Jizz, you get down on your knees and put your mouth to work because Jenny Jizz may not be able to provide veterans with a college education, but she does have a very particular set of skills.
And she will find you and suck you off.
Yes.
Jenny Jizz is just one of the many colorful characters who frequent Orlando, Florida's Sausage Castle, a 30-acre property that's basically a year-round, 24/7 gathering of the Juggalos. The Sausage Castle is owned by Mike Busey, nephew of actor Gary Busey, and self-described king of rock and roll debauchery.
According to an article in Vice this week, Busey first met Jenny Jizz at his Halloween party last month at the Sausage Castle when she took to the dance floor and went straight to work. As he describes it, she, quote, just started blowing dudes and letting them come on her face. Literally in my living room. I'm a pretty liberated free spirit, and even I was slightly shocked.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Now in the past, Busey and the whole Sausage Castle gang have honored veterans with free meals and parties and whatnot, but this year he decided it was time to step things up, and Jenny Jizz was just the person to help him do that. Busey says, quote, I was basically like, hey, you're sucking dicks for free, why don't you suck dicks for a noble cause?
A perfectly good question. So for this year's Veterans Day party, Jenny Jizz was at the Sausage Castle doing exactly that, while Busey provided free dinner and drinks. He told Vice, quote, you can pat them on the back and you can say thank you for your service and stuff, or you can get them drunk and give them a blowjob. They just want to forget about the shit they had to do over there.
He continued, I just try to be a friend to them. Hopefully, behind all the jizz and beer, people will understand that I'm truly trying to give veterans an experience and the respect and the thanks that they deserve. So, I mean, say what you want about Mike Busey and the whole Sausage Castle world, but never say he never did anything for the troops.
Yeah. But anyways, speaking of jizz, here's a guy jerking off in front of a PS4 display at a local electronics shop. Or at least trying to, because after what seems like an eternity, he gets told by an employee to cut that shit out before he even had a chance to climax. Why are you gonna give this guy blue balls? Come on.
And that's literally all we know about this video.
Yeah.
There's no supporting information out there about where this happened, not even which country, when it happened. Most importantly, there's no information at all about why this guy was masturbating over a PS4 in a busy electronics store. There's so many questions.
Maybe it's because PS4, I think, won the console war, and they was just like giving it a celebratory salute.
I don't know. Naruto, can you confirm or deny that this was...
Oh wait, no, we blocked him months ago.
Shit.
Yeah, sorry. Well, hopefully he was caught and punished for his actions, but a fair and just punishment that fits the crime.
Yeah, unlike the kind of punishment that one government official over in Indonesia is currently proposing for drug traffickers.
Now, drug trafficking is a pretty serious crime, sure. But General Budi Waseso, Indonesia's chief commissioner of the National Narcotics Agency, has a very creative and completely insane proposal for how to punish the drug traffickers that they catch. Put them all on a remote island surrounded by crocodiles and basically just leave them all there to fend for themselves aside from sending food over occasionally. You don't want to have them starve and then it's your fault.
Yeah, his logic, aside from presumably being a big fan of John Carpenter's Escape from New York and Escape from LA, is you can't bribe crocodiles. You can't convince them to let inmates escape. Which is airtight logic, especially with the kinds of crocodiles he's looking to hire for the job. He says, I will search for the most ferocious type of crocodile. Not just any crocodile.
You gotta watch out for those crocodile tears. Inmates are gonna cry their way out of a prison sentence. Now, General Waseso's proposal still hasn't been approved, shocking, but it's not the only creative solution that he has for drug criminals. because while Indonesia's very strict laws currently allow for capital punishment for drug criminals, he wants to take it one step further, saying, let them overdose by their own drugs.
It's genius. Oh, you were trying to traffic these? Now you're gonna do all the heroin. It's like when you catch your son smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, smoke a whole carton.
All the carton, except it's heroin and they die.
You just find the Coke bags in their stomach and just go through with a needle and just pop them all.
What a way to go.
Take its course.
So anyway, if you're ever passing through Indonesia, maybe stay away from illegal drugs or literally anything illegal at all, because their justice system is on a whole different level.
The smartest thing you can do traveling abroad is try your best not to fuck anything up or do anything that might be illegal.
Yeah.
Like when we did the peace signs in front of the
Emirati
princes.
Abu Dhabi royal family.
Well, we learned our lesson on that one. But enough about jizz. Let's get into some headlines.
I could talk about jizz a little more.
Sure.
Yeah. These are real headlines, the real news outlets published this past week. Starting with, dogs might fly. Groundbreaking TV experiment will train a Labrador to become a pilot.
That's the most groundbreaking TV experiment I've ever heard since they cast a bunch of social media stars on The Amazing Race.
I mean, if they can do it.
What, get a golden retriever to fly or get social
Labrador, please. A Labrador.
If they could get social media people to complete The Amazing Race, which one would be more impressive?
Social media people.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Anyway, they're starting by training the dog to drive a car.
It's starting with baby steps, of course. That's what you have to do. That's how you work yourself up.
Start with 2 axes and then bring in the whole
They should
Y-axis.
teach the dog how to rollerblade first before driving a car. Could you imagine 4 rollerblades?
Just get earbuds.
It'd be hard.
Yeah, Airbud knows how to do it.
They went through a lot of Airbuds making those movies.
Russell Madness could fly a plane. I mean, when it comes down to it, the dog doesn't have to know too much. You just gotta take off and land. The rest is autopilot.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Every time he does something right, they drop a little treat down. Is that how they do it?
Yeah. It's just all about positive reinforcement.
Yeah, exactly. Deputy arrives too wasted to accept award at anti-drunk driving event.
Yeah, this is bad.
I heard that he got naked in the hotel too. He got wasted.
Yeah,
he thought it was bored. He was bored at this drunk driving event, so he went to the bar and just got completely hammered.
This guy sounds like he shouldn't be allowed to be a cop.
Let alone a spokesperson for
he was also
anti-drunk driving.
He not only was too drunk to accept an award at a Mothers Against Drunk Driving event, he had also, at a separate time, gotten shit-faced before going to his police training for how to deal with DUI suspects.
Well, you have to immerse yourself in the role. It's method
police work.
Yeah. Anyways,
Shia LaBeouf is live streaming himself watching his own movies right now. And you know what? This is he's an artist.
He is a true artist. And you know what? He also fell asleep today during Transformers.
Well, he's doing 3 straight days of his own movies.
But he lasted apparently the whole time until he got to Transformers. He also bought everyone pizza.
Yeah.
And apparently there was someone said that he did a bump of coke at some point.
Probably.
He just wiped his nose.
He probably did some coke. He's staying awake for 3 days.
It's true.
And God bless him.
We think he's great. We're big Shia LaBeouf fans here.
Take the cocaine,
on ATC.
Shia.
Yeah, it's fine. Do whatever you want. It's art, bro.
Trained mouse caught smuggling drugs through Brazilian prison.
This is like an episode of Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I mean, if you can train a mouse to
sneak drugs into
through a prison, a dog
can,
no problem. It's so cute.
Easy.
This cute little mouse. He's got a string of little drug packets attached to him.
Oh, that's
he's
adorable.
When the guards caught him, he was just like, "Hey," and they petting him on the head. I didn't even know you could do what? You could
train a mouse?
You can train a mouse?
The prison's gonna have to invest in a bunch of snakes now. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah.
And then something's gonna have to kill the snakes.
A Ricky Tikki Tavi situation.
Yeah, it's an Australia situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
cane toads.
Bunnies, all that kind of stuff. It's really bad. Just use drones, guys. Then no one gets hurt, right?
Yeah.
Just drop a bunch of porn and drugs into the prison with drones. Chlamydia rampant on Texas abstinence-only high school. Guys, don't use condoms. Just don't have sex. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's something like 7 or 8% of the student body has chlamydia.
And it's only going up from there, guys.
And the principal's like, yeah, we might maybe re-examine our sex education. It's like, God.
And
damn.
I guarantee you they're the same people are trying to shut down the Planned Parenthood over in that district. Okay, where are these fucking kids gonna get condoms? Because they're not gonna go to a fucking 7-Eleven in front of everyone and be like, can I have some condoms, please? Because for whatever reason, it's really awkward when you're a kid.
Well, they always keep them way behind, and then sometimes there's a language barrier. You're like, I want the blue Trojan. And they're like, what? And you're like, the blue Trojan.
Which condom do you want?
He's like, I'm colorblind. Which one is it? It's like, it's the one that's ribbed for her pleasure.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but which flavor?
Just go to Planned Parenthood and just grab a gigantic handful, take them home, wrap your dick, put whatever girls do with their vaginas. What do you guys? There's a female condom, right, Tori?
Dental dams.
Right. We know how to take care of ourselves. I'm sure there's stuff that girls can do. Yeah.
Uber in Egypt to teach drivers how not to sexually harass women.
I like that this is actually like a thing that they have to do this. I guess I
don't
don't
like it.
I know I don't like
Yeah.
it. It's comical though that they have to teach grown adults to not sexually harass
Yeah,
people.
Egypt is does not have a good track record with harassment.
No.
But
at least Uber's doing something about it. That's good,
unlike
right?
here in the States where Uber's like, I don't know, the guy's a contractor. He raped you, he kidnapped you and raped you.
I don't know, not our
Take
problem.
it up with him. That's
Yeah.
a personal dispute.
No. Grandmother tries to spite heirs by shredding $1.1 million fortune, prosecutors say.
Yeah.
Her kids must be terrible, or her grandkids must be terrible.
I love how spiteful really old people can be.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause they're just like,
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
Whatever.
Oh, you want my $1 million that I saved up my whole life for? Maybe
bad.
I don't want you to have it.
Snip.
Maybe I don't want anyone to have it.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have had kids at all.
So this was in Europe, and apparently they might be able to get some of it back because the banks will honor like parts of bills.
Yeah.
They can like prove
That's
but it's still,
aside the point. This is still fucking
it's a
great.
gesture.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant,
Fantastic.
beautiful gesture.
Yeah. When I'm that old, all I'm gonna have is a jar full of pennies, and instead of taking them to Coinstar for my kids, I'm just gonna dump them
eat
off.
them.
Yeah, I'll just eat them.
What can I do? Pull it out of my dead asshole?
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
While he's on the table.
The coroner's gonna get a real nice tip.
Yeah. Because he filled with gas too. Boom! He just exploded. Actually, we should do that.
Yeah.
If we die girls with pennies.
Next time you're on your deathbed, eat a bunch of money.
Next time.
And then when the coroner's like, cutting you open to see what happened, he's gonna be like,
Oh! I hit the jackpot.
yeah, he's gonna treat your body real nice. He will not fuck your body.
Yeah. Jeb Bush says, hell yeah, I'd kill baby Hitler. Which
Why is this something that keeps coming up in recent months?
I sounds like it should be a good idea, but the last time this came around, the whole time
New York Times did their first Twitter poll as, would you kill baby Hitler?
There was a tweet that I saw, and it was something like, everybody loses because everyone's going back to murder a baby instead of helping that child learn art.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know, maybe just go back and teach him not to be an asshole.
Yeah,
You're killing a
murder
baby.
a baby.
He hasn't done anything yet.
But no, Jeb Bush wants to murder a baby.
Well, it presupposes that Hitler was going to kill millions of people no matter what. He was destined from babyhood to be just a genocidal
well,
maniac.
that's the thing is he probably believes in predestination.
Oh yeah, he probably does.
Yeah, so he wants to, rock bottom clickbait version of this, Jeb Bush wants to kill a baby.
He sees nothing wrong with it.
Absolutely nothing wrong.
Wow.
No.
Well, Jeb will fix it.
Yeah, Jeb will fix it. Bam. Bullet right to the baby skull. They're soft anyway.
God.
Yeah.
Netflix headquarters gets "and chill" graffiti by only person left who finds the joke funny.
It's
Can
not
we
funny anymore,
stop
guys,
this,
please.
please?
Just call it sex.
Yeah.
And if you're in Texas, call it trading chlamydia.
You guys want to swap STDs?
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
Let's go down to the local fucking rib joint, and later we'll go home.
Rib joint? Oh,
Yeah,
because it's Texas.
yeah.
Delicious barbecue. Hold on to your skinny jeans. Jinko is back.
Why?
If you weren't old enough to realize or notice this, or maybe your older brother,
Let's explain what Jinkos are, Ricky.
each pant leg is the size of two normal sized things. So it's you could fit your entire body in one pant leg. They're that big.
They were real
and the pockets
popular.
go all the way down to the ankles. They're huge in the mid '90s.
Yeah,
mid '90s
the rave scene.
Yeah. Chain wallets. They're gigantic. They drag all over the ground.
They look
like
so
shit.
stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're coming back apparently.
Yeah.
So
and they'll probably
buckle up.
they'll probably sell out immediately because people can't handle their fucking nostalgia. Ugh. Anyways.
New sculpture of the Queen does not look like Tom Hanks, artist spokesman states.
Do they look similar in real life? I never
No,
really
but
looked at it that way.
the sculpture looks like Tom Hanks.
Yeah?
Or at least just a terrible, terrible rendition of the Queen.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's where the Da Vinci Code's hidden, obviously. It's a clue. They've
Maybe
left a clue for everyone.
Break it open.
Yeah.
The article said that the statue in question was his 13th attempt.
Oh,
at
really?
the statue.
They should hire someone else.
Yeah.
They should get that guy, that the lady that repainted the Jesus photo and just smeared it all around.
Oh, no.
Get her to do it. She'd probably do a better job.
And he also, like, when people were like, that's Tom Hanks, right? He's like, what? What are you?
Doesn't even
Don't
get
be
it?
silly.
It's the
Tom
queen.
Hanks doesn't wear a crown.
Sure. Cows officially the most deadly large animals in Britain.
Fact.
Yeah,
they
they
kill
are.
more people than dogs.
Yeah. Well, I
And
guess
Britain,
that's good.
This is what happens when you kill off all of your dangerous wildlife.
Yeah.
Britain used to have like lions and bears, like
And
1,000
dragons
years
too.
ago.
They killed off all
And
the
they
dragons.
Killed all the dragons.
Yeah.
Now it's just cows you got to worry
Yeah.
about.
Well, I don't know. I'd feel a lot safer around a bunch of cows than anywhere in Australia.
Yeah. Because cows, they're not gonna. Well, bulls. Bulls will.
Yeah, you'll get the horns.
Just don't go near them though.
Yeah. Why are you messing with cows? Are they breaking through your house and killing you? We need more info.
Yeah. And finally, Apache leader offended by Redskins name wore blackface for Halloween, and thusly destroyed his entire
Argument?
pedestal.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he was doing it to make a point.
No, it's just like a really shitty Bob Marley costume that he wore on Halloween.
Love that reggae music. Hey,
A shitty fucking.
Jaman.
It's just like, if you're gonna go and say like my culture is not a costume and all of this stuff, and then turn around and make someone else's culture literally your Halloween costume, you kind of lose a little bit.
He
of
should
steam.
go to a rave dressed as a college frat guy.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways,
the Redskins is still a shitty name.
Oh yeah, it's a terrible name. Well,
And
there's
you
no
shouldn't
reason they
dress-
shouldn't
Yeah.
change that name.
But also don't fucking put on shoe polish on your face and dress up like Bob Marley on Halloween if you're not Jamaican.
I fucking hate how arbitrary sports names are, but people will fucking get so pissed about them changing
Who
it.
gives a shit?
I don't care. If the Clippers change their name to like the fucking sewer pipes tomorrow, it'd still be the same team, same player.
They could even change it to like the Washington Apaches, and at least that would be like a neutral, real thing.
I guess.
Although the Apaches probably have a copyright on the word Apache.
Yeah, there you go.
Tribal law is weird.
Yes.
And I'm
Anyways.
not an expert on it at all.
Please watch our other content right here. We have a brand new podcast that went up on Sunday. We also talk shit about that guy that just made an ass of himself making fun of Starbucks red cups. And we also have our new Tech Tuesday.
We do.
Check it out.
Check it all out.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.